Well, here's a place that I wanted to come back to for kind of a while. It's this room in the canyon with all these pots. And, the first time I was here, I was thinking, that was a while ago, wasn't it? That was quite some time ago that I was here. I was thinking, these pots look like, they're a thing. I wasn't sure what the thing was. And there were some people who said, maybe I should take a look at these pots some more. So, seemed like a good time to come back, look at the pots. I did notice that this one here, the pedestal it's on, is elevated more than the others. And then looking at this, I did notice that, hey, there's like a puzzle over there. And I think this was the grid that I used to open the door. I think so, but I do notice that if that was the case, wouldn't I have been on this side of it when I did it? It's on this side as well, and it looks like it's still available. So it was like this. No. It was like this, right? And, each of these pots do look like they have a shape that maybe could match up on that grid over there. So let's see. This one, if it is, then it would go in and then out as you go up. So it would be like this probably. Okay, yeah. Thought that might happen. So this went up. Now, what is the reason for that? Why would I want to make these pedestals go up and down? And something else I noticed was, hey, look at this thing right here. This line going around the door. And that definitely is the end of a line. And, I was thinking, how did I not notice this the first time I was here? And I remembered, oh wait, this level had the first laser that I activated over there. And it wasn't until I activated that laser and went up on the mountain that I realized that, hey, environmental puzzles exist. Didn't actually see any before then. So it would not have occurred to me that this could be a line, is I guess what happened. It's yellow. Has this texture, and so does this. And that kind of looks like that would make a line and a circle. I am not standing in the place for it to be a line, be a circle. It's a line, but I have to be standing above it for it to be a circle, and I am not. However, it is on one of the pedestals, so let's see. To make that one go up, I guess, what would it be like this? Yeah, it did. I probably would have to stand above it for it to be a circle. And there is a skylight, so I have been up on the roof before. It's not the first time I've done that, but I guess when I was up there before, I had not noticed this thing. But I'm noticing it now. And that's what's important, that we eventually notice it. We eventually get around to seeing it and solving it. As we walk around the island, solving all these puzzles that we didn't get to. Alright, so I'm going to guess that the reason to raise that was so it would match up. Yeah, there it goes. And we go around and kaboom. So if that was lower, it probably would not quite make it. There was that black spot right there, I think. I think that's probably the entire reason to raise that up, as I do not see any other lines that would match up the colors and patterns that are on those other pots. So I think that must be it. That must be the reason for it. Just having a look around, having a look-see to recall if there was anything else around here. That's probably part of that cloud line I got before. You see there's a circle there? That's probably part of that cloud line. That thundercloud over there was part of it, but we already got that one. Oh yeah, that melted panel puzzle over there. Didn't see too many more like that. Oh, I did get this one, okay. Didn't see too many more melted puzzles. I don't think I saw any. That was kind of a one-of-a-kind thing. And, like, this was a line 2. Like, I stood way far away, and I did draw that one. I did get that one. So I don't need to be concerned about that. It kind of looks like you could get it on the other side, though, doesn't it? Because it has the same shape. But I don't know if there's a circle that you could see from this side. And, well, clearly I'm not going to see it from here. But there is, like a square down there. It does not start with a circle. So I don't know if there is actually a line there to draw, because there's no obvious circle to start from. Let's have an amble over to this obelisk. This was, of course, I think this was the first one we came across. I don't see that we would have encountered one before this one. I was wondering, what is all this about? Okay, I got this side complete. So I guess, yeah, because this was the one I just got. This is like that line ending up there on the roof is that one, and this one is its reflection in the water. So looks like I got everything that was in this direction. So I guess I don't need to worry about that. For this, I have almost everything except like a curved one on the top. Looks like it's pointing me in the direction of the desert. Not quite the Sun Temple, but like the desert, I guess, to the side of it. Right? It looks like that's where it's pointing me for that one thing that I did not get. It's like a circle, slightly curved line coming off of it, and it seems to be saying that it is in this direction. And of course, the problem with just going by that is that even if you know the basic direction that it should be in, it can still be very, very difficult and unlikely to actually come across the line deliberately. And I already got this one a long time ago, I think. Yeah. Actually finding the lines deliberately, even if you know the basic direction that they're in, can still be very difficult due to, well, of course, perspective, like that not appearing unless I'm standing exactly there, you know? So I know that there's like a curved line somewhere. Like that could be the end of a line, but I'm not sure. It kind of looks like it could be. But I don't see where it would begin. And that's a straight line anyway. That's not what it looked like on the obelisk, right? So probably it is not that. I don't think it would be in the Sun Temple, because I believe that once I get to the Sun Temple, the puzzles would be going to a different side of the obelisk. Like if we just walk back here. Yeah, like these right here, I think, are pointing at the Sun Temple. And according to that, I have like 2 on that I have not done yet. Then there's this. What is that? Apparently it's in this direction. And then there's this. I don't remember what this one is. I don't remember seeing it, but apparently there's a quarter circle that I got, then a half circle, and then 3/4 of a circle. I don't remember what that refers to. But anyway, almost got everything on this one, so that's good. Yeah, like I said, trying to actually, even if you know the basic direction that a puzzle might be in, a line might be in, trying to actually find it just from that information can still be, like, very unlikely. It's the sort of thing that you just sort of might happen into. And in the case, I mean, the obelisks can be useful, Like, for example, when I saw that one broken line on an obelisk, and I realized, oh, that line is somehow in two pieces. And then I realized that one line that I had to use the boat to do, I realized that was in two pieces instead of one. So in that case, in that instance, the obelisk was useful in that it showed me the shape of the line. But actually finding where they are just based on that seems a little unlikely. But enough of that. Let's continue wandering about this beautiful island as we attempt to find more lines and circles, more circles and lines. Let's give these a try. Of course, with the Sun Temple, the idea is that we need to shine sunlight so they glare off of circles. Oh, that blocks that. I can't complete that line. Oh, maybe I can't. No, can't complete that. Down. No. Let's see. Where's an ending to this line? I'm not finding one. Let's see. I'm standing, by the way, on top of the temple. Let's see. Okay, I can see an ending right there. How would I get to that? I could get to that by like there or there. And up or up, right? I wonder if that's the only one. Is that the only line? Or does that count as two different lines, depending on how I approach? We'll see. I need... Let's see. Will that be enough? Is that enough shinies? Let's see. Get that, then down here, then get that. There we go. That did it. Alright, that's one. I want to see if we can get that from a different perspective. Like, what if I did this, and then this, and then this? Yeah, looks like that counts as another one. Are there any other line endings? It doesn't seem so. It doesn't look like it. I don't think... Is there any other way I could reach it? I don't think there is, because, like... Yeah, I'm seeing both lines right now. I don't think... let's check it out. Let's go back to the obelisk. Let's go back to that, wherever the stairs are. So down the stairs. Let's head back to that obelisk and see what lit up, and see if we can tell if there's anything else that we should be looking for. It's these two, right? Like, went down, then up, then down, and this one. Okay. So, okay, it looks like I've gotten everything on this side. Still have one there. Still have two on that, and one over there. Okay, so, hey, great. Maybe I'm actually done with the Sun Temple lines. I'm not sure. Maybe there are more, but at least as far as this obelisk goes, I am done with this side of it. And like before, let's continue on and search for more lines. And here's another obelisk. This one is near the autumn woods. Got most of the lines here. There's one. This one. Where is that, do you think? It's somewhere in the quarry, I guess. Huh. Circle, go down, right, up, right. Where do you think that one would be? Haven't gone back to the quarry in a little while. Oh, wait. Do I see something? Have I noticed something? Have I noticed a big circle and line right here? Just big old circle and line. That's definitely circle and line, even if I'm not standing in the right place for it right now. Where do you think I'd have to stand for that? Maybe higher up? Because that is definitely one. I've seen a whole bunch at this point, and this is one. It's just a question of where would you have to stand to make this happen. Well, let's take a look at that obelisk. Let's see if we can identify anything here. Like, that's the direction it's in. So which one do you think that is? Maybe this one? If it is, then I'm not standing in the right place. I'd have to be standing on the other side, like over there somewhere, I guess. Well, let's see if we can make that happen. It's not sparking, it's not flashing when I click on it. But you know that's gotta be one. There's no way it's not. I refuse to believe that that is not a circle and line. Just need to figure out where I need to stand is all. As is the case with everything in this game. Jonathan Blow challenges you to figure out the proper place to stand. Can you figure out where to stand? You will spend hours trying to figure it out. I can't see the circle from here. Down here? On the elevator? I don't know about the elevator. Possibly, I guess. Maybe if I brought the elevator back up, maybe that's where I need to stand. I could try standing on the roof over here. Could try this. No, not quite. I think I need to be further. Oh, actually, no. Forget that. Forget what I said. I do not need to be further. Kaboom. And... yeah. I like that little sound it made. Whew! I mean, I guess they all make that sound, but maybe I was just closer to it and could hear it better this time. Now, let me go back to that and see if that was the one I was thinking it was. And I guess that's another way that the obelisks help, in that you can see what the what the orientation of it's gonna be. Because I saw that circle and line, but I wasn't really sure where I should be standing to see it properly. And the obelisk told me. Wait, I got this one already, right? Yeah, I did. Is that one? It certainly is. Oh, it's two. Is it two? Kaboom. And kaboom, the sequel. There we go. Twins. Just right there. All right, let's have a look at this. Let's have a look. Yeah, so this is the one that I got over there. And because of looking at the obelisk, I could tell that the circle was going to be on top and to the right, you know, right? So I knew I was not standing in the right place because this looked like it was to the bottom and to the left of the line. So in that way, the obelisk can be helpful in telling you where to stand, kind of. And these are the twins that I just got. Still are. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. 3 ones that I have not gotten on this obelisk, this lisk, if I wanna abbreviate it. This obby, I haven't gotten that. I haven't gotten 3 of them. But once again, you can't really just go deliberately looking for one of them. Really, like I said before, said it a few times, really the only thing that I can do is just keep walking around until I see a line like that right there. That's the line. We already got one from these leaves, but it looks like there's a second one. That has to... Yes, this is definitely... Yeah. This is another one. Where do I have to stand for this? No, not that. Where is it? There we go. Drag this over here. And it looked like it went over here. Alright, so I found that a lot faster than I thought I was going to. Yep, lit it up over here. So 1 and 2 left. So this one... So this was the one I just got over here, right? So that means that this one would probably be somewhere over here, I guess. Yeah, because the one that's down by the river would be this one, right? So if this one's in that same direction, maybe I should be looking around in this area for another one. Nothing stands out to me, though. Nothing pops. And the other one that I didn't get, where is that? Up here? I guess is also going to be in the quarry around this area. Because, yeah, this one would be that railroad track, right? So that one that I don't have has got to be somewhere around there. But once again, nothing is just popping out at me saying that that has to be what it is. Or is something popping out at me right now? What is this thing? These metal pieces. Because these look like two pieces of a circle. I'm just going to say, those look like two pieces of a circle, and this looks kind of like a line right here. And is it like this? Is it like... It's like this? That looks like the end of a circle. An end of a line, is what I mean. Yeah, alright, it is. Alright, so that leaves only one left for this Lisk. But where could it be? Where might I find it? Anything could be a line. Anything. And not only could anything be a line, but who knows where you might have to stand for it to become a line. Like that one makes a line and a circle inside the quarry, and we already got that a while back. Of course, there's nothing that says it couldn't make another one, but I don't know if it would. So that's neat that I'm almost done with this obelisk. If I could just only find the last one. But of course, that is going to be easier said than done now, isn't it? Anything that becomes obvious when I look through here? And nothing popping at me. I would like to get this one, since it's the only one left on this obelisk. But, it's like I said before, I really shouldn't force it. If I notice something, then I notice something. And if I don't notice something, then I don't. And if I don't, then it's fine. It's just that, I'll have to come back later. And maybe I'll notice something at that point. just trying to make it happen is just going to lead to frustration and probably not actually solving any puzzles, is the thing. I never really looked on the outside of this castle. I wonder if there's anything of interest. Not so far. I guess this is as far as I can go. Around here. Or maybe not, I can just walk around. Oh yeah, that's right. I did unlock a door that leads into that. There's a series of puzzles that we were here quite a while ago. This was some time ago that we were doing these. And like that obviously makes part of a circle. I think it made like a shadow puzzle on the other side of this. So I don't know if there's actually any puzzles to do on this side of it here. I could look around a little bit. Look around and see if there's anything that stands out as a line. And I keep thinking that that tree up there looks awfully conspicuous. Just standing up there in plain sight. Standing on that rock, a lone tree. Kind of looks like you should be able to do something with that. But I don't think I've been able to find any puzzles that I can draw on it. Kind of looks like you should be able to, doesn't it? Well, maybe at some point we'll figure something out with that, but if I do, it is not right now. What are we going to figure out right now? Looking at stones, trying to find like things that might be the end of a line, you know? Just searching, saying, hey, is that a line? Is that a line? Is that a line over there? Is that something I can click on? Like, I keep thinking that this might be the end of a line, but I've never seen anything that might actually be a circle. Any lines over here? How about over here? Of course, we already have done this area, and we've done a number of environmental puzzles. But I'll just take another look around, because it's been a little while. Oh, another obelisk up there. Let's have a look at that one and see. I can't get it from here. I was about to say, is that a circle? I don't know. I don't know about that. Let's have a look at this one up here. No, can't yet. I probably just have to walk through here and up and around in through here. And maybe this way will take us to the obelisk and we can see. Oh, right, audio puzzles. So that's in the way now. How did we get there? It's been so long since I've been around in this area. I don't actually really remember what it is I'm supposed to be doing. Yeah, that didn't do anything. Like, I remember I brought this panel up so I could do the puzzles on the other side of it. Any circles and lines? This kind of looks like part of a circle. Wonder if there's anywhere that I could stand in which it would become one. I just can't really walk up there. tried to get... Okay, I can get up here. All right, here we go. Maybe not. It doesn't really look like there's anything that I could match that up with to make a circle. Doesn't seem like it meshes up with anything. It kind of looks like it possibly could be one, but I'm not seeing anything. I am seeing this place from this like little area from a different perspective. Is there anything that I should be seeing here? Anything I should be clicking on to make a line? Kind of looks like there probably is something right here. But I'm not really seeing a starting circle. Like this over here. I got that, yeah. This looks like it probably matches up with this rock. I don't remember if I got that. I could go down and see, but I feel like I'm sort of just losing track on what it was I wanted to do. Right now, it just feels like I'm sort of... My attention is being grabbed by just, like, anything I happen to come across. And maybe not. I don't really know where you would have to stand to make that match up with anything. And even if you could, I don't know where a line would be. Still, it just kind of looks like there might be something here. But isn't that everything? Doesn't everything look like that? It seems like everything is something. Everything is a place where there might be something here. Whether there actually is, who knows? But there might be. Could be. Possibly. Maybe something could be found. Where am I going? I'm not sure where I'm going now. Here's an artist who is painting Tetrisville. We already see her. I think I might have already come across this statue. Also, looking at Tetrisville from above, it does kind of look like a place where there might be lines that we would draw, doesn't it? Doesn't it? But I don't see anything right now. Oh. And then there's an obelisk up here. There's bunches on this one that are solved. But also a few that are not. Let's see. What is that? That's 1, 2, 3 in that direction. 1 in that direction. And then 2, 3, and 4. Or what did I say? 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5, 6, and 7. Oh, and 8. Oh, I know what that is. These are inside the mountain. These are these pathways that I made to walk on. Got these. These like look the same, but they're mirrored. Of course, we know this river is also a puzzle. But according to this, there are 2 lines this-wise somewhere that are basically mirrors of each other. But where could they be? Where might I find them? A lot. So I got a lot on this particular obelisk, but there are still a lot that I have not gotten on it. Of course, when we're in doubt, one way that we could always go is go up I can just remember how to do that. Go up this mountain. We could always go up and see if there is anything to be found. Looking down from above has frequently been a good way of finding some things. When I looked down from here when I was using the boat. I didn't see any lines, but the boat did serve us well. And it was like these look like they should be lines, but I don't actually see what they would match up with. It doesn't really look like that there's any circle or anything. Might be that we just look down from above and we'd see something that we haven't seen. I was thinking maybe this might look like something from above. Doesn't really look like anything though, does it? Wonder what patterns might emerge as you continue to climb up and see things from a different perspective. And these treetops always kind of look like that maybe there would be a line there, but I don't really see it. And you think that, considering how high up I am, if there was going to be a line on those treetops, that surely it would be visible at this point. I can't get any higher than I am right now. But considering how, circular each of these treetops are, and they kind of make a line, it looks like there should be something there. It looks like it. I just don't know where I would need to be to actually make that happen. Like, at this point, I can't see it anymore, right? It's out of view. It's not sparking or anything. So maybe I'm wrong about it. Because frequently, even if I don't have it quite right, and if I click on it, it will... Oh, hold on. What? Alright, there's something there. It's not what I thought. It's like empty space. don't even really see it unless I'm clicking on it. It looks like I can move it to the up and left. That is really hard to see. I would not have seen that unless I was just randomly clicking on these trees. I'm not reaching the end of a line. I don't think going down anymore is going to help that. So I can get it over there. That is not the full length of the line. I'm not really sure which direction I'm supposed to be dragging this in, so I don't know. I don't know what I'm supposed to be exposing here. Like I can't even really see it. Like if I'm not clicking on that, can you actually see a circle and line there? I am not really seeing it myself. There really are not that many places to look at this thing from. So I can get it that far, but I'm moving my mouse around and it's just not latching onto anything. I can't get any higher on this mountain. And yeah, I seem to have less of a path from here. Oh, hey, how you doing? Did I see you before? I'm not sure if I did. I don't remember if I did. That seems like a bad place to be stoned. Because you're just hanging here now. Would there really be any other place that you could get that line from? Like, you'd have to be standing this high to see it, right? Unless maybe you were actually standing in the forest and you were looking up. I guess that could be possible. But if that's how you're supposed to get it, would I actually be able to click on a line from here? Because it's not just about where a line is, it's where you're standing from as you're looking at the line, you know? Just checking to see if there's anything else here. Because this is kind of a weird one. This is as far as I can take it. And it's not far enough. What would be far enough is the problem. Is that I don't know how far enough what it would mean to be... You seeing something right there? I should probably just pay attention to this. Well, I know it's there. I know it's there, and I don't seem to be able to draw the line, so it's okay if I just don't think about it right now, because I can always go back to it. That looks too much like... Where is it? I'm seeing a reflection of it, but when I look up, I don't actually see it. I already got a cloud line, but I guess there could be more than one. Right? There's nothing that says there could only be one of them. Like, these clouds here are making kind of a suspicious formation. Look at that right there. It looks like the clouds fit together. Where did that go? Whoops. Where am I? Okay, there we go. Nope. Keep walking. Keep walking. Yeah, that looks like it is making a line. That looks like the end of a line. I don't have a circle, though. But that is definitely putting something together. Let me keep walking around, and maybe a circle will appear. Yeah. A circle is appearing. It looks like this one is negative space instead of the first one I got in the clouds, which was positive space. Where would I have to stand for that? I was here before I got that, yeah. Oh, look at that. I missed that. Well, then it's good that we came back here. But before I get that, I need to do this. How do I do this? It's definitely a thing. This looks like it should be the end of it right here, but now they're separated. I wonder if I'm not supposed to be in this section right here to actually see it. But if not here, then where? See, now it looks like it's coming apart. So let me walk around over here, and maybe it'll come back together. Well, it's starting to. Well, not really now, is it? No, I think I'm supposed to be on the mountain to see that. Yeah, it's really come apart now. I definitely need to be on the mountain to actually see that thing. Would have to be this way. I wasn't able to see it on the top of the mountain, though. Like, over here was the place where I saw it the best. But I couldn't seem to make the thing come together. So let's see. Because it looks like it should start there and end there. So is it really not right here then? Let me head back up the other way and see what we get. Alright. Up here. Yep, there's someone climbing. See up here. Circle is starting to appear. But now it's disappearing. Now it is disappearing again. Let me just walk all around the top of this mountain to actually see if that... Walking around, it's not appearing from here. It does not seem to appear when I am on the top of the mountain. So, wonder if I need to get the reflection instead of the clouds themselves. You never know. That could be. Actually, while I'm here, let me just walk back in here. I think there was a movie solution here. Yeah, there was. Anything visible from right here? No. No. It is not visible in the clouds anyway, and I don't see anything else. Just wanted to check to see what the viewpoint was from that perspective. And I was going this way. What happens if I just walk out here on this head? So, well, a whole lot of nothing is what happens. Alright, let me head over across this. Actually, that's not what I wanted to do now, was it? I wanted to... Yeah, up here is where I wanted to. Because going up here is where that circle and line started to become the most apparent. But I wasn't able to actually get it, so I want to see if I can get it in the reflection of the water. And if not, I'm not really sure where I should be standing then. Because this is definitely making a line. There's no question that line is being made. No, it's not actually visible in the water now, is it? It's refusing to spark, but I know, yeah, okay, it's starting to spark there. Even if it did activate, it wouldn't matter, because there's no line as of yet. This seems like I would need to stand here to do this, but I'm not finding a place to stand. Like, it seems like I would need to stand further away so this would go down, or something like that. Or maybe there's an addition. Maybe I need to be standing so there's an additional cloud. Like, here. Something like that. The clouds don't move. It's not like there's weather. So, it's not like I would have to wait for a period of time to go by for a cloud to fill in the gap, right? I don't think that's how this works. I see you. Oh. Okay, it activated, but there's no line. Okay. So I am actually able to activate the circle. That's clearly the end of it right there. So from here, I am able to activate the circle. It's just that there's nothing here to actually complete the line. Huh. I can't actually move the clouds. I don't have the means to do that. All I can do is change my perspective. So, how could it be possible to get a different perspective in which I would be able to still activate that, but fill this down here with cloud? It seems like I would have to keep moving to the right because, like, that would fill in right there. It seems like that's probably right. You know, maybe this wisdom over here has something for me. Wisdom, can you tell me what to do about these clouds?
The most beautiful experience we can have is the mysterious. It is the fundamental emotion that stands at the cradle of true art and true science. Whoever does not know it and can no longer wonder, no longer marvel, is as good as dead and his eyes are dimmed. It was the experience of mystery, even if mixed with fear, that engendered religion. A knowledge of the existence of something we cannot penetrate, our perceptions of the profoundest reason and the most radiant beauty, which only in their most primitive forms are accessible to our minds. It is this knowledge and this emotion that constitute true religiosity. In this sense, and in this alone, I am a deeply religious man. I cannot conceive of a God who rewards and punishes his creatures, or has a will of the kind that we experience in ourselves. Neither can I, nor would I, want to conceive of an individual that survives his physical death. Let feeble souls, from fear or absurd egoism, cherish such thoughts. I am satisfied with the mystery of the eternity of life, and with the awareness and a glimpse of the marvelous structure of the existing world, together with the devoted striving to comprehend a portion, be it ever so tiny, of the reason that manifests itself in nature. Albert Einstein, 1931.
Well, I'm not really concerned about the mysteries of everlasting life right now, Albert. I'm just thinking about the mysteries of these clouds. And there has to be somewhere else to stand to make the clouds do what I want them to do. All right, so one last thing I'm going to try. I'm just going to go down to the foot of the mountain, like basically on this side of the mountain, and just see if I can actually get a better perspective on this. So that's the circle. Basically where the circle is going to be created. If I'm walking this way, then, I'm separating it. So I don't want to walk that way. I want to walk to the left, but by doing so, I would be covering the circle with the mountain, and by walking this way, you can see how the two halves of that circle are now splitting apart. So it does look like that to actually make these clouds do what I need them to do. Yeah, and they're splitting apart again. It seems like I do actually need to be standing on the mountain. But I have not been able to locate the actual part of the mountain that I should be standing on to make that happen. All I can say is that there's definitely something going on there. And then there is this place. I guess I don't really need to go back in there. Maybe I will eventually. Maybe there are additional lines that I can find in there. As for right now, though, I'm not really concerned about those lines. I'm concerned about that line up there. I want to get that cloud line. Did I know I could stand here? I don't think I stood here before. I don't think I see anything in there I should be clicking on. And it doesn't look like... Looks like if I could walk backwards from here, that it would create that line. That's kind of what it looks like to me. If I walk to the right, it starts to. Like, you can kind of see it, but... Could I... Is like a part of the mountain like directly above where I am right now that I could stand on? Is that a thing that exists? It's almost there. You can see it. It's almost there. It's almost happening. And now it's like... It's not quite. It is not quite. If I could just move to the left and like move forward. Right? If I could just do that... Let's see, is there anywhere I can climb up the mountain to actually get from that perspective? It doesn't really seem like it. I doubt standing on that elevator is going to make any difference, because I know that to actually see it, I would need to like stand basically here, but like up above on that mountain, right? I can't walk this way. And this is just not going to lead me to where I need to be. Like, if I could walk up there, it'd be okay. But I cannot walk up there. And I can't get up. Yeah, I just keep going down. If I try to go down this way, I head into Tetrisville. It's not where I want to be. Oh. Wait, what's this? I have not seen this. And that lock is on the other side, so I can't get in there. It's another part of the mountain. And that is definitely a circle right there. Part of a circle. I wonder where you would match it up with a top half. Because I don't really see one from here. Alright, well now I'm curious about this. What is this? Well, lock's on the other side, so nothing I can do about it right now. Doesn't seem like there's anything I can match that semicircle up with, though. Alright, so that's something that I completely missed. I just kept walking by it. I never saw that, so... maybe that's something to keep in mind for later. It's like I can almost get that circle in the sky. Like you can see the other one up there. I already got that one, as you know. I just keep wandering around. Looking around for where the proper perspective could possibly be. If only if I could just like get up on these rocks. But I don't think there is a passage that is going to let me do that. I don't see anywhere else on the mountain that I could stand. The top of the waterfall that's a place where I've been, right? That was that one place like halfway up the mountain that I was standing to try to get the right perspective. I've already been up there. So I've already been up there and I was not able to get the right perspective. So, if that's the case, then where do I need to be? There doesn't seem like there are that many ways to go up this mountain, unless I'm just missing one. Because I already tried this. And as I go up this, it does look like it's assembling. Anything that I'm just not noticing about this pathway up here? Does it split off into another pathway? I don't think it does. Right, then I'm up here by the source of the waterfall, and I can get to a position where that circle appears, and the end of the line appears, but the middle of the line does not appear. And I'm just back up here, just walking around this very small area, trying to figure out... that's just not happening, is it? It seems like it should. It seems like I should... I can't walk across this. It seems like that if I was just able to walk a little bit further, then I would be able to make this happen. But I cannot, and thus I am not. So maybe I should just stop that for now and just try to think it over, because it is not happening for me right now. I mean, it's there. You can see it's there. There definitely is a negative space cloud line. But where do I have to stand to make this thing happen is the part that is eluding me. While we're here, let's go in here. So there was a circle and line that I got. Well, I was not able to get it, but I started it by standing on top of the mountain and clicking somewhere here. I still don't know what this is. Like, it makes a sound. But if this is a thing, it's never become apparent what it is and what I need to do with it. Yeah, I don't think there's anything... I don't think I can actually click on a line by looking up through the treetops. Doesn't seem like that's something that's going to happen. I just wanted to check. Just wanted to see. Would anything become obvious by doing that? It doesn't really seem so. Alright, one other thing that we can try. Oh, don't want to come out there. I don't see anything from here either. Alright, we'll just come out here. Did I get this? I got something like it. Oh, have I not gotten this? I got like a line of moss on a tree before. But did I get this one in particular? I have not gotten this one in particular. Where does this go? Well, keeps going, and I have to, let's see. Like, that maybe? Maybe see, like that, maybe. There we go. That also looks like it's one. Is that one? Let's see if it is one. It is one. Can this go two ways? Maybe it can. Maybe it can. Well, that's a long one. Let's see. Can this go another way? It stops. I don't know if there's actually a way... No, it's just like right on the branch there, so I don't know if you could actually get past that. So I don't know if that's a thing. But I did find 2 things, at least. There were 2 definite things. Did they go here? I believe so. There was one more on that. Let's see, everything on this side is gotten. Let's see, 2 over here, which is somewhere in that direction. 1, somewhere in that direction. And then I think these are the ones I got on the trees, and like there's one there that I have not gotten. And I can see 2 more on that. So there's actually quite a few on this one that I haven't gotten. But that's a curious one. That's like a line that's folded in on itself a bunch of times. Oh, like something like that? Like those stairs right there? Maybe something like that. Where does the circle begin? Circle begins sort of like in the upper left. And like it's slanted, like bottom left going to upper right. That's bottom left going to upper right, isn't it? That seems like it. Where would the circle be, do you think? Doesn't look like that the lines actually join up with each other, though, does it? Oh, audio puzzles. Ones that we had already solved. Let's head down here. Alright, so if I'm standing here, where would the circle be, do you think? And how would the lines combine? It looks like that from what we saw on that obelisk. It looks like this basically makes that shape. The only thing is I'm not really seeing a starting point. I could walk over here, but then I don't know how these lines would really combine. Yeah, there's a perspective on this one that I'm not sure about. It's got to be these stairs somehow. That's the end of a line, but I already got that one. I already did all the lines on this, I think. The thing that I need to look at is that line we just saw on that obelisk. Where's the ending point of that line? Do I see one? Even if I don't see a starting point, if I find an ending point, that's at least something. Well, I don't know if I'm going to find anything there right now. But at the very least, we got a few lines, got a few puzzles done, noticed a few that we have not been able to complete, but at least I got started on a few, and it's some things to think about as I think about what it is that I need to do for the next session with the Witness. Just looking around, just seeing if anything pops out. If anything pops out. At this point, we've gotten most of these obelisks done. I don't think any one of them has been completed. But, you know, we're getting there. We're on the path to eventually complete these. Some puzzles we have seen, such as that negative space cloud one, or that one which I clicked on a on a hole in the treetops when I was standing on the top of the mountain. And we saw the start of some puzzles, even though I'm not sure where the end of them would be or how I would get to the end. So, like I said, things to think about. Here's another obelisk. Oh, man. There's a bunch. There's a bunch on this one. Look how many there are on this one. Okay, so like this side of it seems to be pointing at the town, right? That seems to be the case. Yeah, I'm going to say that's pointing at the town. And, well, as you can see, even though we've done so many, there are still quite a few to go. But that's probably enough for right now. With the witness, we'll take, we'll think about these things, mull them over in our minds, and then we'll see when we come back if anything becomes clear, if we can think of what it is that we need to do, if we can think of anything that just we couldn't think of right now. And I don't really see anything looking down on this from above. Looking at it from below, it did seem like there could be some lines made, or at least a line, but I don't see it from here looking down on above. We have not been able to get onto that catwalk yet, above the movie theater. We have not been able to do that. But I'm not really thinking about that right now. What I am thinking about are environmental puzzles and how we are going to get as many as we can find. We'll continue on next time with the witness as I continue wandering about looking for circles and lines. I'll see you then. That cloud is totally moving, isn't it? Yeah. The other clouds are not moving, but that cloud is moving. There is one cloud, I think, that is moving. One single cloud. Nothing else moves but that one cloud. And if one cloud moves, that does mean that it might be that I was standing in the right place for that one puzzle. It's just that maybe I have to wait for that cloud to get into position. I know I said goodbye, but you see the situation I'm in right here. I have to go back up to where I was and see if that cloud is going to move into position so I can draw the line. You understand. It's important. It's very important. Because if there's a moving cloud, that changes everything. It changes the entire complexion of this whole puzzle. If there is one cloud that is moving around. Because, okay. I don't know where the moving cloud is. It doesn't look like anything that I have in my point of view is moving right now. Is that it? That one is moving. That cloud is moving very slowly. And it's the only one, isn't it? Look, all I know is that I can't find any other perspective in which this happens. This is the only one in which I can get that to activate. And if I can get that to activate, you usually can't do that from more than one perspective, right? You have to be standing at one specific spot, looking at something from one specific perspective to get it to pop like that. So I wonder if that could that actually work? Because if you have this one cloud that maybe flies in front of this, would that fill in the gaps? I don't know. It looks like this should. Like, that has like a finger coming out of it that could plug that right up. Don't know how long it's going to take for that cloud to make its round. At least I assume that it's going to be flying around the sky, around the island, and then eventually get here. I don't know if that's true, but I mean, where else would it be going? It's gonna have to come back here eventually. Then there's this. What is this? What are you supposed to do with it? Well, I guess I'm just gonna wait around and see if that cloud comes around. Wait, there are multiple clouds that are moving, but very slightly. Are you seeing this? Like, that, like, is almost, the end of that line is almost covered. Like, this is the obvious one here. It's coming this way. Like, if this moves out of the way, and this comes in, then maybe the line will be assembled. So, I was thinking that none of these clouds moved, and I am wrong. More than one of these clouds moved. So it's not only an issue here of finding the right place to stand, but you have to be standing here at the right time for the clouds, the ones that move, to be in the correct position to make a line, and that looks like it's about to happen right now. All right, great, wonderful. I am now happy with this session because I got this damn line. I got the line. The line is done. I got the negative cloud line, so I am happy. Yes, everything is good and wonderful. Now I will say I'll see you next time for more joy as we go through the witness, drawn lines, but probably not in the clouds, because I did this one. Some of the clouds which move, and most of them which do not move. I'll see you, for real this time, I'll see you next time.